Haredim, religious, and tzava. Give me your take in
1 minute?
In 1 minute. I know it's hard.
Well, in 1 minute. Israeli society is going through a process, a positive process that many of the ultra-Orthodox in Israel are also a part of. They want to become more part of Israeli society while living their Haredi ultra-Orthodox lives, and which I've been saying for years, which includes more and more ultra-Orthodox each year wanting to serve in the Israeli army. And it's happening. It's a slow process. It's a societal process, right? It's a cultural process. It can't be something forced by a Supreme Court or by a law. Like if the army today, like the Supreme Court basically said that every ultra-Orthodox has to go to the army.
Is the army ready?
Right.
Does the army want him?
First of all, the army is not ready.
Exactly.
Right? And the army has not made a plan. Like the army could have made a plan for 30 years to be able to take in as many ultra-Orthodox as possible. It's very simple. They say, okay, there are going to be special army bases where there are no women. Whether you agree or disagree, that's the condition. And believe it or not, I think that's most national religious soldiers would agree to that as well, right. Serving in bases with no women, or at least not when they're coming together with them in part of their actual physical training. We are supposed to be a holy camp, and that's part of the holy camp, understanding the differences of the sexes, and everyone has their role. Women could be in the army. There are unbelievable roles for women in the army that men cannot do.
Absolutely.
But in terms of the fighting fighting bases should be the male soldiers. So the army wants the ultra-Orthodox. You have to have separate bases just for the men. I mean, right there. They've never given that. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Like you don't have to be a brain surgeon to understand that's a basic condition for the ultra-Orthodox to serve in the army. Making sure they have the proper food, making sure there's time to learn Torah. Right? There's different conditions. The army can come and plan. This is the plan. We'll take whatever ultra-Orthodox we want. Army has never come up with a plan because the bottom line is the army don't want.
I think it's going to bite them back when the Orthodox.
So here we go. So here's so first of all, but change is happening, and again, it's a societal issue that's been turned into a political football by the political left to attack the right and to attack and weaken the coalition of right-wing Jewish value-based parties. So it's been a political issue. It's been turned into a political issue to harm Israeli society and cause division in Israeli society when it's really a societal issue. But like you were just saying, and we spoke about even before, I believe we're witnessing another positive process. Because ultimately, because the Supreme Court is forcing the issue, and the army is going to have to take in more ultra-Orthodox soldiers, however it's going to happen within the next year or 2 or 3, we're going to be witnessing a process of the first Jewish army of the Jewish people in our ancestral biblical homeland in over 2,000 years becoming more Jewish. And that's the thing that those running the Supreme Court and running the political left...
They're going to go mad.
Exactly! They do not want that, and they're forcing it to happen. It's unbelievable. Like, people look beyond the headlines. By them forcing it to happen, by them forcing the army and the country to force ultra-Orthodox into the army, the more ultra-Orthodox and the more national religious in the army, we're going to be changing the army to be a true Jewish value-based army that we're supposed to be, based on Torah values that we're supposed to be. So they're doing it in order to hurt the Emuni belief-based camp and water down Israel as a political bludgeon, and it's going to bite them in the tuchus. So I'm very positive.
Oh my God, I love it. Wow.
Pulse of Israel, frontline videos from the Holy Land. Support our work by donating today.